Hydrate. You know, I just did. I actually just finished my drink. It wasn't water. It was definitely not as good for you as water is. You probably couldn't count it as hydrating. It was a vitamin water. But I drank something. Basically, I'm a dirty cheater. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited about this one. I got no-hit Papyrus Night way faster than I thought I would. But I'm not stopping there because of how easy it ended up being. Water now? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, now we're good. So, because of how easy Papyrus Night no-hit ended up being, I want to do it the hard way and have to play all the difficult attacks that people are afraid of, including me. I think there's a lot of room for those attacks to be consistent, so I'm not too worried about it, but we're going to see what we can do. I'm excited. I don't think it'll be boring to watch. I don't think. We're going to be playing attacks over and over again, but it's going to be to try and find strategies and stuff. That's the idea. All right. Wait, this is the wrong one. Hold on. That's the wrong one. Never been this early? Wow, I'm so proud of you. Welcome. All right. Open my shades. Ah, sunlight. Beautiful stuff. All right, so this is my save file before I decided to use modded armor or modded items, I believe. No. That's not. Okay. So we just need to take all the modded armor off. So black shard we want. Devil's tail and pointed tail. I don't think pointed tail is... I think pointed tail is modded. Ah shit, I think all of this is modded. Okay. Alright, well... that means I need to find the loadout I used for Green Knight. Fuck, this comment took me so long to find last time. Fuck. I'm good. I'm excited for this stream. I'm excited to be playing the rest of the attacks. Okay, where's the fucking comment? This is gonna take me forever to find. Like maybe this one? bomb joke. Please clap. Please laugh. I love the comment that says that the comment says you are spiritually unemployed. That made me so happy. Ordered a new keyboard? What'd you get? I've had this same Razer keyboard for a couple of years. I like it a lot. I've thought about getting like a lower latency keyboard. Been thinking about it. I don't know where the comment is. What's the best loadout for Green Knight? Actually, I can just load up one of my Green Knight saves. Hold on. Why don't I just do that? Let's see. We're gonna have 2 Delta runes loaded at once. Apex Pro, full size. I've been thinking about getting a full size keyboard. Okay, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. I like full because I like having a numpad. Numpads are good for video editing. I use numpads at work a lot because we do a lot of numbers stuff. So I like having a numpad, and I'm starting to realize I kind of miss having a numpad right here when I'm at home. So I've been thinking about it. Green Puff when? Sub goal for Green Puff. I think this is the one with the right gear, but it has Shadow Mantle equipped. Fuck, what was the gear loadout? I don't remember anymore. Maybe I have it saved somewhere. Nope, that goes back to September. Shit. Alright, you know what? I just have no idea. Fuck. Man, why do I not just have this info saved on hand? I really should. I'm just gonna look through all the videos, all the comments on them. Don't know what else I'm gonna do. Newest. Okay, it's not that video. Is it this one? It's not that one. Maybe it's this one. I thought I checked this one already. But it's not here anymore. The comment's gone. What the fuck? What do you mean? It's just gone completely? That sucks. What the fuck? I guess I'll check the completion video. Maybe it was in this. Oh my god, found it. Thank god. Okay, I need to save this. I'm saving it somewhere because I can't keep like searching through every single comment on my Green Knight grind to find this. I have it. Here it is. This is it right here. Boom. Okay, that's the loadout. That took way too long to find. So Chris is Saber 10. You get Saber 10, Pink Ribbon, and Pink Ribbon. There's no Pink Ribbon. Wait, Pink Ribbon. So we're gonna need another Pink Ribbon. Which is fine. We can do a little save file editing. That's fine. So we'll just de-equip this. Let's see. Susie is Toxic X. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm realizing now, this still skips most of the attacks in the fight. Like, if I do this, the only difference is I have to play Teeth 2 and, fucking... Actually, no, that's not true, because, That's not true specifically because... Fuck. Specifically because words. Papyrus's defense and health are upped. How many times harder do you think unmodded gear no hit Papyrus is? Twice. Probably 2 times, maybe 3 times harder. Maybe 4 times harder. It's harder. It's harder by a lot. You'll see why. You'll see the kind of attacks we have to deal with. Let's see. The Devil's Tail deal maker. Alright, I clearly have to go into a save file editor. What file is it that I'm on? This one. So it'll be file 402. We'll play attack soon, I promise. Delta. 4-2. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're actually going to do black shard, pink ribbon, pink ribbon. Susie, we can do Justice Axe. And Devil's Tail and Deal Maker. Vrelse is Ragger 2. Why not double twin ribbon? Well, we're not doing why not do twin ribbons? This is the loadout I had for Green Knight to beat him quickly. What's the difference between pink ribbon and twin ribbon? Ragger 2. Spiked bow. Frayed bow tie. Yeah, okay. Slightly bigger graze range. Is it possible to have... So is it possible to have 2? Like when you're playing through the game, is it possible to get 2 twin ribbons? Reducing TP game by 25% instead of 20. So I don't want to equip anything that you couldn't get through a normal playthrough, right? So like if I was going to do the ribbons, it is possible to get 2 twin ribbons. S rank on both boards. Interesting, okay. We could try it. I think that got the pink ribbons because it adds TP gain. Yeah, so I remember now. The reason I did pink ribbons is because larger graze area doesn't matter because all of the attacks are tighter anyway, so I don't need larger graze area. What matters is having more TP gain so that I can be using Rude Buster every turn, because even if the graze area is bigger, if I'm trying to use Rude Buster every turn, if I'm getting 5% less TP, that's a big hit. That's why I do the pink ribbons, is because the twin ribbons, the graze area being larger doesn't matter because everything's tighter. So I'm not going to run into an issue there anyway. I believe that's why I did it that way. Spike and frayed bow tie. Pink ribbons take away TP gain. They do, but they make the graze area bigger, but not so much bigger that you're... Because here's the thing, right? Twin ribbon makes your graze area even bigger than pink ribbon, but I don't need it to be that much bigger, and I lose less, or I lose more TP. So it's like, if I don't need my graze area to be twin ribbon big, and pink ribbon big is fine, and I get more TP out of pink ribbons, That's best case scenario. Don't know if that makes any sense. That was the idea, and it worked very well for Green Knight. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it's weird logic. I think in a normal Roaring Knight fight, 2 twin ribbons would be the way to go. Like, easily the way to go. But in this case, it's not. For some funky reasons. Very nice. Okay, cool. Here we go. So, I actually don't know exactly how many turns it takes to beat him. So we're going to find out real quick. Chapter 4 because you have to fuse it. Interesting. Okay. That still looks huge. Like, that looks like Rainbow Ribbon huge. That's what that looks like. Wish the sprite was accurate. I was actual Papyrus. That's fair. The fucker. Yeah, that was a hard pattern. Oops. That's fine. We're just doing this for science. That will become so funny if Papyrus is actually the knight. The fight better be like this. Yeah, so we have to play this attack. This is literally just stars 3. Which I don't have much experience with, so that's going to take some practice. I'm not worried about Teeth 2 at all. This is a tough one. It's not too bad, but it's tough. This is also a tough one. Yeah, because of the ending of it. The ending of it is fucked. This one's also pretty fucked. I wonder if you can skip this one. We'll find out. I think that's the final turn. No, he's got a couple. Well, he's got a couple more, obviously, but yeah, okay, that's the final one. And now we're doing that. So let's try some of those attacks. Oops. I hit R. What am I doing with the keys? Okay, so stars 2 I just don't have much experience with at all. So because of that, it's kind of harder for me. There's nothing to lab out here, really. I just have to be good. I have to skill it. This is one I'll probably practice for a while. Nice. See, that was good. That was very good. Nice. That was close. Putting his 20 attack, 20 defense to use. Oh. I did my best to find the pockets. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna practice this attack a shit ton. Because I don't know if there are any real strategies for it. I could reach out to Endo. Not Endo. Enox. I believe his name is. And see what he has for strategies for it. Other than just being the GOAT. Splitter 2, I'm not worried about. Tunnel 2, this is a toughie. This one we need to find a good method for. Oh, I think I got it. Cool. Oh, I almost have it. You want to go all the way to the outer edge and then do your first jump and kind of go around a circle again. Okay, that's not bad. All I had to do was play it twice in a row, and now I can do it. That's hard. That's the hard part. Is that part. People walking by my door. Oops. That what movie? Talking about a movie? Ow. Ow. Ow, Jesus. That's a hard one. You know, this attack is low-key kind of bullshit. It's doable. It's like, it's kind of RNG. I think it's just going to take practice to get used to and get good at. Like finding the pockets and going to them. I mean, there's safe areas you can easily get to within the time frame you have to get to them. Like, that's one. Oh, wait, but the bone's on the floor. I didn't think about that. Three different set patterns. I didn't realize there were 3 different set patterns. Always. That just means I have to learn those patterns if there really only is 2. That's a big jump, is what you want to do there. Ugh. Oh, you just want to do big jumps for both of them. I don't know. I'm not getting hit on that last part very often. I don't think it's entirely RNG. Honestly, I think this part's harder than this part. Because, yeah, it's not the same thing every time. You have to react to it correctly. Oh. There. It's not too bad. That was a tight one. That one would have been tight. Ow. Well, so now I'm getting bad patterns. We're getting there. I feel like I'm getting better at it. I'm better understanding it. That was good. That was a very good one. I figured out the way to see it on my head. I figured out how to get my eyes to process the information I need. What's up, Abel? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't figure it out. Getting better at it, though. So basically, I'm focusing on the heart, and I'm focusing on the negative space around it. Is how I'm now processing this attack. Because there are times where I focus on the bullets, there are times where I focus on the soul. This is one of the ones where I kind of do both. But instead of focusing on the bullets, I focus on the negative space. Basically just the space where there isn't bullets. Which I guess a good way to imagine that would be the tunnel. But I'm focusing on the soul and the area around it being the tunnel. Instead of focusing on the bullets. It's working. Nice. Oh. Kind of a weird pattern. Alright, my eyes are tired. Let's try a different one. Bones 2. This one is fucked up. Yeah, I don't know how to dodge that ending part, to be honest. Ow, really? Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this attack yet. This is going to be the hardest one to figure out, or at least one of the hardest ones to figure out. I think every attack is pretty cool. Yeah, how do you dodge that? Ah. This is the most RNG feeling attack, I think. Yeah, this attack is tough. Wait a minute, hold on. Would it be easier to stay outside of the circle than it would be to get into it? Or to stay inside of it? Oh, I don't know if you can get outside of it without getting hit. No, even then. I don't think that's easier. It doesn't help that the circle just goes fucking crazy towards the end of the attack. Actually, it usually goes up to the top. Yeah, it pretty much always goes up. That's good to know. That was good. There we go. Oh. Wait, I'm getting better. I'm getting better at this one. I'm starting to understand the nuances, I think. Oh. Maybe it's not that bad. Nice, dude. Oh, you fucker. That was a weird pattern. How has the snowstorm affected me? So, in our apartment, we have... Amy and I are living together. And we obviously... It's a 2-bedroom, but we sleep in the same bedroom. But, basically, we have one parking space in the little, like, driveway. And we have 2 cars, obviously. So, Amy gets the driveway, which I'm okay with. Because Amy leaves for work early, so she can have it. Amy gets home from work earlier than I do, and she leaves for work earlier than I do. So I'm cool with that. I just park on the side of the road, where all the other people that are doomed to the side of the road need to park. It's made me very good at parallel parking, I can tell you that. But when there's heavy snowfall, there's a snow ban that happens on my street, where no one's allowed to park there. The reason why is so that snow plows can get to the side of the road completely. Basically. But, yeah, when that happens, I have to park in a parking garage. And yesterday I had to, well, a couple days ago I had to park in a parking garage. And normally the way it works, and parking in the parking garage goes like this. If Amy's available, Amy will drive with me to the parking garage. I'll park my car, and then we'll drive back in her car. And then normally, if available, she'll drive me to get my car and then drive back. That way I don't have to walk down to the parking garage. This time I had to walk down to the parking garage. It was very cold and very windy. It was not pleasant. Not a pleasant walk. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Maybe this is all staying on the lower platform. See, yes and no. Like, that's the idea, but you can still get trapped on the lower platform. How long is the walk to the garage? A couple miles. It was like a 15, 20-minute walk. It wasn't terrible, it was just cold. Parking bans are a big inconvenience. There were also homeless people everywhere, which will make you kind of nervous. Oh, you fucking crazy bitch. That was a crazy pattern. Nice. I'm definitely getting better at this attack. He says. Every time I say that, I immediately get hit. You're crazy for that. Oops. Wonder if maybe Silver Watch would make this attack a lot more reasonable. It could. It's possible. Ow. See, in that situation, I had to go up to one of the higher platforms. No, I think... No. Overwatch, I think, takes away from the attack's duration. I'm pretty sure. Like, every time you graze, the attack gets a little shorter. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We might have to try Silverwatch. The question is, on who? Wow, fuck you. So this is probably the most RNG heavy attack in the fight. As far as RNG that can really fuck you over and dick you. Oh, ow, ow. Fucker. What I might do is go into the save file again and add Silverwatch. Just so we can try it with and without. I believe they keep the same movement. But yeah, no, it moves like crazy. /2 I'm also very afraid of. This is another hard one. It might just be as simple as riding a platform up and riding a platform down. Oh, this isn't that bad, actually. Oops. Wait. Ain't no way. That's a strategy. Just to stay on one side. Wait, that's kind of sick. Oh my god, chat, it's not that hard. Oh. Yeah, this is the easiest way to do it. Alright, hold on. I'm getting somewhere, I think. Ugh. You ride all the way down and jump all the way up when you need to. That's the secret. Alright, hold on. So it's only enjoyable for a little, then it's just a burden. That's just how it is. What you've just described is snow. Oh. It's new. Yeah, you just have to go up the platforms at like a consistent rate and be smart. Being smart is the harder part. Wait. No. Hold on. Yeah, no, ain't no way. Maybe that's just easier. Yeah, just jumping between them is easier. Just gotta be smart about it, I think. Yeah, you just cross over after every slash. You get the slash to start on one side. Then you cross over while it's happening. That's messed up. You can't do that to me. You kind of want the slashes to happen in the middle. You gotta time it like that. I think we've figured it out. That's messed up. Oh. I don't understand if people vote no on a server poll about its general welfare, then proceed to say fuck all about what should change. Wait, what? That's exactly how it is, Hannah. vote no on a server poll. How about its general welfare and proceed to say fuck all. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, if you want change, say what the change is. Like, you can't want change and not know what needs to be changed. Or at least have some kind of idea. Well, that's not true, actually. Now that I think about my country. I can say I don't like what's happening, but also not know how to solve it. Actually, I do know how to solve it. Impeachment. Wait. Hold on. That doesn't really work the way I thought it would. I was hoping maybe you could just, like, always spawn the circle thing on either side. It doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. Unless it does. No, because you gotta cross over sometimes before it starts. Strategy? Hold on. I might have a strategy. It's the writing up the platforms is inconsistent is the only thing. The timing isn't the same as the slash is happening, is the problem. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, when it's a sample size that small, you kind of need to know what you want to change or what you think is wrong with the server before you say it needs to change. With something like, I don't know, a country or a state, I think you can get away with, like, not knowing exactly what needs to change, but saying what's wrong with it. But if you don't even know what's wrong with it or how to change it, and it's like something small like a Discord server, then yeah. I'm not gonna tell you to hold your tongue, but don't say it's bad and not know why it's broken. But the one side thing just doesn't work. This attack just doesn't work. How the fuck do you dodge this attack? You just have to play good. I just have to play good on that attack. And not do dumb shit like that. Ugh. Just use like a goddamn animal 3 times in a row. That sounds about right. Beautiful. Oh. Beautiful. Aw. That attack's fucked. Aw. Yeah, that was a hard pattern. That was good. Alright, Wings 2. I'm excited to see how this goes. Oh, you just go here. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. The amount of grazing the circle bone attack has you do, you could probably totally skip to the last 2 seconds. That's what I'm thinking too. Nice name, by the way. I'm gonna try it. My mouse is dead? Are you kidding me? My mouse is dead? Hold on. I'll be right back. I have a little charging dock for my mouse. But, I haven't been able to, like, fully wire up my setup yet because I don't have the correct cable management stuff still, and my monitor stands are coming in. I'm going to set those up tomorrow, but, do I use a wired mouse? I used a wired mouse for a long time, but I switched to wireless and have since seen the light. I got my Razer mouse. Don't ask me why I have more than one wireless mouse. Alright, let me throw Silver Watch in the save file real quick. Noelle has Silver Watch? What the fuck? Silver Watch is an armor, I believe. Boom. Okay. Alright, cool. This mouse is so weird. That's the idea, Grim. I'm trying to figure out who is best for it to go on. Let me show you what I'm trying to skip real quick. This is my save with no modded gear. Yes, okay. Let me show you. So, in Bones 2, here's the big problem. You've got the circle to dodge, and that's fine. The circle can do some funky stuff like that. The real problem is this part. You can get real fucked by RNG in that part. Yeah, in reality, it's not too hard to dodge the circle. But the very end of the attack will put you in really, really weird situations. So I'm hoping that equipping the silver watch on somebody will help with that. Who does it go on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It could probably afford to go on Chris. Wait, why is it 10% more? I thought it was 10% less. Twin ribbon instead of pink. The reason I'm doing pink is because twin ribbon... Actually, maybe that is better. Effect is stronger than pink. Yeah, but you get less TP. That's the thing. Do I even have twin ribbon? Apparently the boss rush mod got updated. It did? What changed? That's what I want to know. What got patched? That says additive. Oh, interesting. So it wouldn't really matter if I had twin ribbon then. That could be interesting. Hold on, chat. Hours ago. Fish issue where you could constantly spare task manager. Stitches with the shadow mental damage reduction. Okay. Oh wait. This was 2 days ago. Fix shovel carousel attack. Yeah, okay. It doesn't seem like it changed any of the attacks. Reworked a lot of the items. Is changed though. Interesting. What? 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 Click the update below it. That was 2 months ago. This is the version I think I have. This is the section. This is the version I believe I have right now. Wow. So, some big changes. Thankfully, I'm not using modded armor, so it doesn't matter. That's interesting stuff, though. I don't think I'm going to bother. But it is interesting to see that. I'm throwing twin ribbon into the save file. Alright, cool. Unsure how accurate my previous no-hit is now. I'll probably add to the title, like, patch 1 point something. Try and port the practice stuff. I don't think I'm going to need to switch versions. I think Endo might. Because it seems like they fixed a problem where, I mean, one of the notes in the patch note says fixed an issue where progress doesn't increment in Evil Gerson. Which might be a nerf, which could be good for Endo. So, okay, we're going to do twin ribbon. and Silver Watch. Grizz area, Grizz time. Okay. Let's try that then. Hopefully this does what I'm hoping it does. Let's see. It doesn't do what I hope it does. That sucks. What about Tunnel 2? Nope. Bummer. So Bones 2 I'm just gonna have to do. In its entirety. Ow. It does end the tiniest bit sooner, though. Just kidding. Not always. Amy's calling me. It's a bummer Silver Watch doesn't really help that much. Now what I'm curious about is, is it still worth having this loadout instead of something else? Like, is this still better than double pink ribbon? Okay, Amy's calling me again. Hold on. Holy shit. So, without getting too into medical stuff but this is an adult thing, and we can be adults about this. Amy's doctor has decided she no longer wants to fill Amy's birth control, which Amy needs for regulating her periods. She needs it for medical reasons. The doctor doesn't want to fill it because they're pro-life, and legally in the country I live in, that means they can deny birth control, whether it's medical or not. So now I either have to go into that doctor's office and literally throw hands with their doctor, or find another doctor for Amy, which is hard right now because nobody's taking new patients in Maine. Not a single person's taking new patients. Jesus Christ, man. That's insane. What the fuck, dude? We live in such a fucked up world right now. Yeah, that's what it's like to be a woman in the healthcare system. The healthcare system is twice as bad for women as it is for men, which it's already bad enough. But that's the country we live in. Amy's getting denied birth control, which she needs for medical reasons, because her doctor's pro-life and doesn't believe in birth control. That's absurd. That's insane that that's a thing that you can legally do. Don't want to move to the US anymore? Now is not a time to move to the US. Not when you can literally be shot and killed by a team of people, legally. You can be hunted and killed by a team of masked men. And they won't get in trouble for it because it's completely legal because they're working for the country. Now is not a time for anybody to move to the US. I mean, you want to move to the US even less? The healthcare system in the US is completely broken. And I'm not anti-doctor, I'm not anti-medicine. I would not function without the medicine that I take every day. It's very important for me. To me. And the medical system makes miracles and saves lives. But it's not doing it very well right now. I can tell you that. It's not doing very well. It's not when a doctor can legally deny somebody of their medical birth control because our president says that that's fine. It's a dumpster fire here right now. It's a train wreck. Never even wanted to the US because of healthcare system and taxes. Dude, I work my ass off for commission at my job, and last month I made an extra $1,000 of commission. And then guess what happened? I got taxed $1,000 on my paycheck. It was supposed to be $3,000 for my bi-weekly paycheck that week. I got taxed $1,000 and it was $2,000. You know how much I get on average if on a good month and not an amazing month? $2,000. So despite the fact that I hit a higher commission threshold and should have made $1,000 extra in commission, I still got paid the same amount as I would on an average month because I got taxed $1,000 instead of $500. That's the country we live in right now. It's absurd. 33% of my paycheck was taxed. I was supposed to get $3,000. I got $2,000. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I'm not going to get that money back. Not even in a tax return. I'm not naive enough to believe a tax return is going to give me that money back. That's money funding a thing that the government is not going to want to return to me. I can tell you that with confidence. Yeah, my paycheck got taxed 33%. It's not supposed to be that high. I don't know what happened. But I'm not going to get that money back. That's how fucked it is in the US right now. I don't like to talk politics that much, or like world issues in general, because I like my streams to be a way that somebody that's dealing with it can escape from it for a little bit and forget about it, even just for a little while. But I when I get mad enough about it, I'll fucking talk about it all day. It's so fucked here. It's so fucked. The US is so fucked up right now. It's so anti-people. It's not a country for the people anymore. It's a country for a select group of people, and every other person can fuck themselves. And get shot by ice. For literally no reason. They de-armed a man who was carrying a locked, completely legal, completely safe firearm. Firearm and safe don't go well together, but the thing had safety lock on. It wasn't gonna shoot bullets. They de-armed him and then shot him after he was de-armed. Why would you, like, you don't need to do that. If he's de-armed, he's not a threat anymore. Why? Why'd you need to shoot him after de-arming him? What was the point of that? 13 times? You shot him 13 times. What is wrong with you? Like, I'd like... And you don't need to you don't need to kidnap 5-year-olds. 5-year-olds are not a threat to society. They're 5 years old. What are they gonna do? That is not... that is not a terrorist. That is a 5-year-old child. What? Like, you can't make it up. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because of how insane it is, and the fact that you can't make it up. It's something that would be in like a Pixar movie as like a, this is the villains. This is what they're doing. Like a Pixar movie that's a little too real. A Pixar movie that gets a little too into itself and is a little too honest. Yeah, it's never been a worse place. Except for when the people that found the country slaughtered everybody that already lived in it to claim it theirs. At that point it was worse than this, but this is the worst it's been in modern society. It's not good. And now Amy and I have to figure out where she can find a doctor to get birth control. In a state right now where no doctors are taking new patients. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. So crazy. Hong Kong where you pay like $500 a month for a 3.8 feet by 3 feet. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, a 3 square foot apartment. So, Amy and I live in a 650 2-bedroom. 650 fucking words and numbers, dude. We live in a 650 square feet 2-bedroom apartment. With everything included except electricity, and heat is electric. For $1,600 a month, which in Maine is actually a fucking steal. We're actually lucky that that's what we're doing right now, because that would be on average $1,800 a month. It's not great here either, but there's a lot of areas and states and countries where it's a whole lot worse. Pretty good for the prices right now? Yeah, I know. It is pretty good. That's why we signed this place, was like, first of all, they would take us. First time we had ever gotten approved for a place. Second of all, it's a great place. It's in a really cool area. It meets all of our needs. Third, it's a great price. Like, we probably could have found a bigger place that's a little bit more roomy for 18, but we don't have to pay 18, which is great. So Could be a whole lot worse, basically. No dishwasher and no in-unit washer dryer, though. Although, in Maine right now, that's a hot commodity. I'm feeling much better at this attack. This is the hardest attack in the fight, I think. At the very least, most inconsistent. This is the most inconsistent attack in the fight. Ow. $1 is worth over $1 million Irani. Right? What the fuck? That's tough. That's crazy. You fucker. That was crazy dodging. I'm nuts. Just wanted to remind you all that I'm nuts. Keyboard cam's been failing me recently because my keyboard keeps going off screen. You fucker. It's the circle, bro. Alright. Nice. I gotta get good at this attack. I don't really know what the strategy is for this attack yet. I'm kind of just like skilling it. Hoping for good patterns and skilling it is kind of how I'm doing it. I think there's a consistent way to do it because Enox was able to do this attack like 5 times in a Roaring Knight run where he only used Woodblade. But I don't know what his strategy was. Because when this knight's using a star's attack and 6 of them line up on a fucking wall. True. That was great dodging. That was also great dodging. Maybe staring at the soul. Yeah, you just want to stare at the soul. Hold on. I might have found something. So, they're homing, so they'll turn towards you. So what you kind of have to do is stay still until the first ones start turning towards you, and then you can try to move out of the way. Use the yellow soul adapter and see how easy it becomes. I wonder. Yeah, you kind of want to, like, just move out of the way of them once they home onto you. Okay, that's the strategy. That's not too bad. I have found it. Nice. I'm still going off the fucking screen, dude. Jesus. Cool. Bro spawned on me. I got spawn camped. Okay, something I want to try is doing a full phase 2 no-hit. I'm basically just going to play the attacks in order. That's what we're going to try. Cool. I really fucked that up. That's crazy. Good read, idiot. You missed stream? I'm still got going for another half an hour. I've got a half an hour left or so. How's the lab? It's good. I think I've got most of the attacks kind of figured out. There isn't like a super consistent strategy for any of them. But there are some that are pretty good that I've kind of figured out. Ow. The RNG was good, too. I just fucked it up. Bones 2 we're getting somewhere with. Stars 2 was kind of easy to get good at. It didn't take long for me to figure out the method and the strat. Okay. So we got hit one time in phase 2. That was a one-hit phase 2. That's pretty good for just starting out. Ow. I hate that attack with the Fury of 1,000 Suns. It's not a fun one. I can tell you that. Nice. Oh. Oh. That sucks. Bones 2 is definitely the most inconsistent attack. It's not completely reliant on RNG, but... Alright. Yeah, there's tension bits, tension gems, and tension maxes. Good dodging. Ah. I think you always want to start on the right-hand side of the screen. If you can. Yeah, because then you can dodge those earlier. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Oops. Twice in a row. Twice in a row. Twice in a row. Twice in a row. Ah. Ah. And that was an easy pattern, too. That was fucked. Oh, that could be. I got fucked at the very end there. Why do I have heartburn when I haven't even eaten anything today yet? Maybe that's why I have heartburn. Can you get heartburn from not eating? See, I didn't used to have this problem. This is a problem I've only started having in my 20s. Before the age of 22, heartburn didn't exist. Halfway between 22 and 23, heartburn started becoming a thing. I unlocked heartburn as a debuff. Yeah, the phase 3 attacks in this fight are pretty nuts. So it's a good thing we skip them. But the phase 2 attacks are hard enough. Motherfucker, man. I'm just being a silly Billy now. A silly Sally, if you will. Wasn't aware heartburn was tied to eating. It definitely is. No, if you eat the wrong foods, you will get heartburn. I get crazy heartburn from, like, McDonald's, which is why I don't like eating there. Although I never liked eating there to begin with, because it's not that good. You know, it's McDonald's. You don't really want to eat there if you can help it. What am I doing? Why am I playing it again? Twice in a row. Twice in a row. Aw. Weird pattern. Whole thing is that they're fast, cheap food. Now the cheap is gone. Yeah, exactly. See, I'll eat McDonald's if, like, I don't have that much money. Or, like, I do have money, but, and I want to get food, but there's, like, nothing around but a McDonald's, and I don't want to drive any farther or wait any longer to eat. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll eat McDonald's, and then I do, and then I regret it. I can't say I've never had a McDonald's that's hit just right, but it doesn't feel right afterwards. Like, I can swallow my pride and say that I've enjoyed McDonald's before. I'm not gonna pretend I haven't, but it doesn't make me feel any better after eating it. I keep getting hit by these ones that are just like spawning right where I am. What am I doing wrong here? I'm not staying all the way to the edge, I think is what's wrong here. Ah. I haven't had the worst luck with it in practice, thankfully. Bones 2 is definitely way more RNG. Chocolate tastes like ass. Chat, can we ban this guy? Mods? I'm literally a chocolate addict. Chocolate is my favorite thing in the entire world. Other than Amy. So, I will not stand for this chocolate slander in my YouTube chat. Or my Twitch chat. Or my chat in general. What's up, the one I see? It's going. We've found some pretty decent strategies for some of the attacks. Chocolate is godly. Thank you. Has ever had Tony's chocolate, or is that just a northeastern thing? I don't know if Tony's chocolate is just an East Coast thing or not, but like the normal milk chocolate one's all right. Like it's fine, but it's nothing to write home about. They do a pretzel one. Where it's just milk chocolate, but it's got like extra salt and pretzels in it. It's crack. It's so good. It's my favorite. Toblerone used to be my favorite, and then the Tony's stole my heart. That damn Tony. That handsome fucking chocolate man. Toblerone was the one, and then Tony showed up on my doorstep, and things were never quite the same. After, for me and Toblerone. Fucker. Coming, the first thing you hear is, it's crack. Good. Oh man. Oh man. Are you kidding me? I got hit on what? Tunnel 2 and then didn't get hit on the heart attacks? Fuck me, man. Never had Tony's Might have heard of it before. If you like chocolate and you like a salty kind of chocolate, you gotta try the Tony's milk chocolate pretzel. Shit. Yeah, Peter, what are you doing? Peter, what are you doing? Crack. What the fuck? Jensen used to do this thing where he would like live YouTube poop that shit. Peter, what? Peter, doing? Peter, what are you? Crack. Crack. Peter, crack. Fuck? What the? What? Fuck? One of my favorite Jensen bits of all time. That shit's so funny. It's not. The difference is that you have to do that as Stars 2 instead of... What am I doing? I'm distracted. So Stars 2 in this mod is literally just Stars 3. This is just Stars 3. But you have to do it for Stars 2. Really? I'm getting washed up, chat. I'm almost at the end of my focus. My focus stamina is running out. I'm a crack addict? No. You're talking about... You're thinking of Family Guy, Peter. Different Peter. I cracked someone's bones with an atom. That doesn't sound right. I don't think you can do... I mean, you probably can do that. Stars 3 in this fight is just Stars 2 from Normal Night, but with OG Stars 3 projectiles. Oh my god. I still dodged it first try. You know why? Who am I? Who am I? What am I? I'm the goat. That's why. Just barely fucking clipped me. That was a bad pattern, dude. Wow. Yeah, you can tell I'm at the end of my rope for the day when I'm getting hit on fucking Splitter 2. I look blue. Is somebody choking me? Dude, here's the thing with my camera settings. I definitely look paler in my camera than I actually am. I'm colorblind, so I can't see tan very well, which makes it really hard for me to get the right, like, camera settings, the right skin tone. Hold on. That's not right. I don't even think that's right. I actually can't really see a difference in color between like when I do this. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know how to get my fucking settings right at all. Too colorblind for that shit. I love RNG Salop. Me too. That's why I no-hit Green Knight. Honestly, the reason I'm not afraid of the RNG attacks and stuff is because part of what I love about grinding really difficult no-hits is I love pushing my mental to the limit. That's what I loved about Green Knight. That's why I had a ton of fun with that. Is because I was really, like... I had to use everything I know about mindset and, like mental fortitude and telling yourself the right things and all the strategies around, like, still having fun with something that can be unfair at times. Like all of that was put to the test to the extreme with Green Knight, and it was a ton of fun and very rewarding for me. Because I didn't know how good at mindset I actually was until I pushed through Green Knight, and I'm like, okay. I'm kind of nuts with the mindset shit. The RNG's also not that bad here, exactly. It's not as bad as Stars 2 Green Knight. I don't think. What's my name? Eggs Benedict. Oh. See, I feel like I have the right strategy for this attack, and then I abandon that strategy for like one attempt, and it just goes way better. Alright, I have 5 minutes left to get a phase 2 no-hit. I just wasn't looking. I threw. I'm silly. And it was world's easiest pattern. Tested your mental with some other games in the past, so all there is to a no-hit or any challenge is just to hammer away at it and eventually it will get done. I mean, yeah, that's not a bad way to look at it. For me, I've gotten a lot of like knowledge about practice and stuff from my decade-long career in Geometry Dash. That the two things I'm best at are mindset and practicing in a helpful way. I love South Park. Amy is super into South Park. She's seen every episode, so I watch it with her from time to time. Never seen a South Park episode I haven't laughed at. They're all funny. fucker. No. And it was a good pattern. These corporate sloppy emotes are giving you hyperthermia. Dude, if you join the fucking Twitch channel, you get awesome emotes. You get 7TV emotes that are hilarious. You get my custom emotes if you subscribe. Why am I over here? Didn't matter. There's no focus left in my brain. Nice. Very nice. No, you fucker. I can't believe you. No way. So close again. Twitch is kind of balls. The thing with Twitch is that there's so many ads so often. It makes the viewing experience so terrible when it could be awesome. Because there's so much going for it, like as far as chat features goes. Like, channel points is great. Gambling with channel points is awesome. Things like 7TV are awesome. Subscriptions, you get emotes, awesome. The ads ruin the entire experience. You pretty much have to subscribe to a streamer so you don't get ads, or else it's just a terrible experience no matter where you go. The viewing experience is the worst. Thankfully, I did find out that I can have both YouTube memberships and Twitch sub at the same time. So, YouTube memberships will happen as soon as they can, and I promise you that. And then you guys can have some good emotes. Fucker. One more try, chat, then I have to go. One more try, chat, then I have to go. One more try, chat, then I have to go. That just moved to Kick is terrible. I will never stream on Kick. I don't stand with what it supports or what it believes in. I can't in good faith stream on Kick, even if the experience is the greatest experience of all time. Like, I can't do it. I can't support that website. Not with the people that it's built itself off of. I don't want to affiliate myself with them at all. I'm good. I don't need that. Ow, man. So Twitch was once awesome. Twitch was great for a long time. It did have the small channel outreach stuff that YouTube has now. It did have that. Didn't have that many ads. Twitch was a perfect streaming platform for a good few years, and then it got greedy, and they started pushing ads every 2 minutes that you can't skip, 30-second long ads. I would say about 50% of the Twitch viewing experience is ad watching. It's terrible. Twitch is such a poor platform now. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, no, I'm glad I started streaming on YouTube because it's just a better viewing experience for you guys. I'd rather have that, and that's also why I'm glad I can do Twitch membership or Twitch sub button and YouTube memberships. Here's the thing: Twitch still has stuff going for it if you're going to subscribe. Like if you feel like you want to support me, and you feel like you are going to subscribe. If that was available, if you subscribe to my channel with Twitch, you don't get ads, and you still get all the emotes and stuff, and you can still use 7TV in the chat, and you can still use channel points and stuff, and you can still talk to YouTube chat, right? That's not me telling you to give me money. That's me saying, like, if you wanted to support me and you wanted a good viewing experience and a good chatting experience, the best viewing experience you can get on any platform is a subscription to a streamer. So you don't get ads and you get all of the plus sides of a Twitch chat, right? YouTube, if you have YouTube Premium, you're not going to get ads at all. I have, like, Twitch Turbo, which I spend $10 a month for, and I still get loaded with ads, right? YouTube doesn't have that problem. If you have YouTube Premium, you're not going to get ads on streams. You just get stuck with missing a lot of features in YouTube chat. So it's one of those things. Like, if you don't want to pay me money, that's fine. Hang out in YouTube chat. I'm cool with that. I'm not going to ask you to give me money. I'm not going to recommend giving me money. You don't have to do that. Hang out in YouTube chat if you're cool with missing out on emotes and stuff. And you will get emotes as soon as I unlock YouTube membership, which we're getting there. Not to mention you can use an ad blocker. Exactly. Ad blockers for Twitch don't work. If you wanted to support me and it's something you could do easily and you wanted the best viewing experience and chatting experience possible, sub on Twitch, and that's my honest recommendation. But if you're not going to sub, then watching on YouTube is a better experience if you would rather have no ads. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like pick your poison, right? Neither platform is perfect, but depending on the use cases, one can be better than the other. Became so much less used in Twitch chat that you lost interest in Twitch. That's fair. That's completely fair. All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. Hopefully, stream tomorrow we'll get a phase 2 no hit and start some full runs. I still feel like I need a few hours to practice each attack, which is probably what I'm gonna do on Monday. Is just practice each attack off stream for a few hours, get really consistent at them, learn a lot about them, and go from there. Because I don't feel like I could just randomly no-hit the fight right now, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe I can get really good RNG tomorrow. Who knows? All right, I'm out, guys. Thanks for coming down. See ya.